Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's write some more Leetcode today. Today we are solving valid palindrome. So the problem states that a phrase is a palindrome if after converting all the uppercase letters into lowercase letters and removing all non-alphanumeric characters, it will read the same forward and backward. And the meaning of an alphanumeric character just means that it includes letters and numbers. So, if we are given a string S, if it is a palindrome, then we return true. And if it is not a palindrome, then we return false. So, if we look at example 1, S would be read the same forwards and backwards if we remove the space and the commas and the colons. So, we return true. Now, for example 2, it is not the same forwards and backwards, so that means it is not a palindrome, so we return false. Now, for example 3, it does not have any alphanumeric characters because a space does not count as an alphanumeric character, so we just return true because it is an empty string, and an empty string is the same forwards and backwards. Now that we have seen a few examples, how can we solve this problem? One way that we can solve this problem is we can set up 2 pointers, a left pointer and a right pointer. And the left pointer will iterate towards the right and the right pointer will iterate towards the left. So for each iteration, we want to find an alphanumeric character for each side. And if it's not alphanumeric, then we will keep iterating until there is. And once we have found an alphanumeric character for both sides, then we compare them. If they are not equal, then we return false. And if they are equal, then we will keep iterating and comparing until we find one that is not equal or until these 2 pointers meet. So let's just go through this example. So we will start by comparing the left pointer to the right pointer. The left pointer is A and the right pointer is A. They are equal. So we will move the left over by 1, but it's a space. So it's not alphanumeric. So we move over again. So now the left pointer is M and the right pointer move over by 1 also becomes M. Now that we compare the 2, they are also equal. So we shift over each by 1 to the right and left again. So the left becomes A and the right also becomes A. We compare them and they are equal again. So we shift again. The left becomes N and the right becomes N again. So we compare them, they are equal. So now we shift the left. The comma is not alphanumeric, so move right again. The space is also not alphanumeric, so we move over by 1 again. The left becomes A. The right move over by 1, it also become A. Compare the 2, and they are equal, so now we shift again. A move over by 1, space is not alphanumeric, so move over by 1 again. P is alphanumeric, so now we shift the right. Right move over by 1, so now the right is also P. We compare the 2, and they are equal, so we keep shifting. We move left by 1, so left becomes L. Move over the right. Space is not alphanumeric. Move over again. Colon is not alphanumeric, so we move over again. L is alphanumeric, so now we compare the left and right. L does equal to L, so we keep shifting. A becomes the left and A also becomes the right. We compare the 2, they are equal, so we shift again. Left becomes N, right becomes N. Compare the 2, they are equal, so we shift again. The left, we shift over and comma is not alphanumeric, so move over again. Space is not alphanumeric, so move over again. And the right, we move over by 1 and A is alphanumeric, so now we compare the left and right. They are equal, so we shift again. We move the left, space is not alphanumeric, so it goes to C. A move over, C is alphanumeric, so we could stop there and compare the 2. And now that the left pointer and the right pointer have met, so we can just return true. And the time complexity of this problem would be O of N, where N is the length of the string because we may have to iterate through the string. And the space complexity would be O of 1 because we are not using any extra space. So now let's get to the coding part. So first I'm going to set up the left and right pointer. So left equal to 0 and right equals to length of the S minus 1. And while the left pointer is less than the right pointer, then we will keep iterating. So we've got to make sure the left is less than the right. And we need to find a left character that is alphanumerical. So left is less than right and not S of left, it is alphanumerical. Then we need to keep incrementing by 1 until we find an alphanumerical one. And we can do that for the right pointer as well. While left is less than right, we gotta make sure right is greater than left first. And not right dot is alphanumerical. Then we need to keep decrementing right minus 1 until we find an alphanumerical character. Okay, and actually let me leave a space between these 2 lines so it can be more readable. So now we're going to compare the 2 characters from the left and right, and if they're not equal, then we can return false. And we need to put dot lower on S of left and S of right, because if the letter is capitalized, then we just lowercase it. So if that's the case, then if they're not equal, we return false. And if they are equal, then we increment left by 1 and decrement right by 1. And if we have to loop through the entire string, then we can return true. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, perfect. Thank you all for watching the video. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments about the video, then feel free to leave it down in the comment section below. And I hope to see you all again soon.